Oh shit, that's gonna be awesome, man. You should be fired up.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Ready.
Yeah,
I
right.
just don't like it. I don't like having to get up early at 6 a.m. on my days off to go do the endorsement fucking shit.
Yeah.
But it'll be worth it once it's over with. Yeah, but I work 16-hour days. I'm not living the dream like you know what I mean?
Well, that's one step at a time, man. That
I would
motorcycle.
like it if I didn't work so
Yeah.
much. My weekends, I like to sleep in.
Yeah. Dude, you
There's a
see
thing called
that motorcycle is gonna save you a shit ton in gas, and it looks cooler than a car.
I just, I'm gonna ride with my dad. I hang out at a sober bikers clubhouse already, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. But Chris, there is such thing as sleep debt. So as much as I work and as little as I sleep, I kind of, my body needs that makeup.
Who's that a phone number this game, man?
That's right, on the road.
Yep.
So you can just call this meeting.
I'm into it.
Okay.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
I got one I'm gonna discuss that you said, but I'll wait till the after hours.
You pretty much
Hello,
said
everybody.
everything I was gonna say about the whole fuck regret. And I don't really get caught on the coulda, shoulda, woulda. It's a real dangerous place to dwell, and it's good to remember what got us to some of the worst places, so we don't end up back in that jails, dereliction, death, all of that, all of those spaces. But to dwell on it is dangerous, like you said, just drags you back into old behaviors. You pretty much nailed everything I was going to talk about. But I'll wait for somebody else.
Hell yeah, Anthony. What's up, Hooba? Nice to see you here. And the trucker. It's been a while. And Monster, I think I've seen you before. You know what? The what ifs, bro, that was always when I was drinking, bro. And I was so like blaming the world on all my decisions, right? My outlook with the what ifs was, what if that cop didn't pull me over? What if I didn't go to prison? What if this person didn't do this to me? Once I like started my journey in sobriety and accepted that I had a place and a role in every choice that's happened in my life, the what ifs just kind of vanished. I accepted everything that's made me who I am to this point, and it's no longer what ifs. It's just what gets put in my path, and if I choose to take it or not. Like if a good door opens, am I going to walk through it, or if a door opens, am I going to second guess all these things, or am I just going to do it? You know what I mean? And usually like when some door in my life shuts, another one's opening right away anyways. So it's like not like why or what if, but like what's next mentality. I think for me and a lot of people, like it's when we're going through our mental struggles and our addiction struggles that we look at through the what if and the why me and the poor me lens. But when I keep a lens of gratitude and acceptance and being humble for where I am in my life and just look at the positive and look at where things are going, like the farthest thing from my mind is what if scenarios. It's usually when I'm in that deep depression and I'm super drunk, and it makes me question and think of my whole life, and I'm in my pity party, and like I didn't get sober to think that way, so I definitely try to like not I don't try because it doesn't even come up, but I just had to change my mindset. You know what I mean? When you spend your whole life in that mindset, it's kind of hard to break it. And it took practice because in early recovery, it was definitely a poor me and why and what if and but this and but that. But when I quit making excuses and tighten up my bootstraps and go, okay, how am I going to overcome this? All that stuff vanishes. But if you're not going to do anything to change yourself or your situation, you're always going to have the what ifs and the poor me's, and the negative mindset. But all it starts with, it starts up here in your head. If you start changing the way you think, eventually you change the way you act, and then the world seems a whole different place, and you never know what's going to happen. And I'll shut up. Frank looks like he's ready to talk.
Why is it when I come into these rooms, you all force me to talk?
I don't know. It looked like you were ready. Chris put you on the spot, and two people jumped in front of you, and then it looked like you were sitting there thinking and moving your head around, and like you're ready to go.
Oh, my brain has been all over the place, but Monster's got his hand raised, so let him go.
Hell yeah, man. Can I get the talking stick?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, get the talking stick. I've seen a lot of head nodding.
Yo, you're right, D. Like 100%. The guilt and regret keeps you trapped in like the victim mindset, which kind of just gets you deeper and deeper, like stuck in the pit. Because if you're stuck living in the past with that guilt and regret, you can't see what's right in front of you to move forward. It prevents you from like fully going through that door or even recognizing that it's open. And that shit's real, man. And I agree with you about like you got to break that mindset because you've been in it so long that yeah, man, you can't really learn to live at peace or fully embrace like what's in front of you and all the good stuff around you without really like really doing some mental work. So yeah, man, real shit. I really like what you had to say.
Yeah, I mean, you said it right there. That's what they call it in like the treatment industry and other type of psychology is a victim mindset, you know. And
Hmm.
I definitely went from a victim mindset to I call it today, you know, it's my Viking spirit, it's my warrior mindset. Nothing is gonna stop me from achieving what I choose to set as goals and achieve. I will if I've overcome all the shit that's happened in my life to this point, there's nothing that I can't overcome. Whether some of it might be harder, some of it might not, but it's a choice, you know.
Right.
Before I was a slave to so many circumstances, but that was a choice too. So now I choose to wake up, strive to be better, strive to do this, strive to do that, and keep a warrior mentality that you're either with me or you're not. You're either moving higher and vibing higher or you're not. And if you're a
Mhm.
crab trying to pull me down, I don't need you in my circle.
Hell yeah,
Pretty
man.
much.
That's inspiring. Yeah, I'm trying to get where you're at. Learn to break the victim mindset and just stop, man. Like, embrace the peace, embrace what's right in front of you, not the what ifs, but like the what's here, what's now,
Live in the moment and appreciate it
right?
because you don't know when those moments end.
Yeah.
The what ifs. The what ifs are dangerous, not just because of the negativity, but because of false hope. Um, there's one reason why I like how my brain works is because I can see many different sides to many different topics, many different conversations, many different everything. A lot of us in here knows about and have lived the what ifs in a negative way. It's kind of what we did as an addict. Well, what if this and what if that? And we just keep digging our hole until we fall into that pity pot. Well, what if, I won $1 million? Or what if, I got a free house with 16 acres of land given to me? Like, I can get my hopes up about anything. Like, what if my dad died and I got his show truck? Like, you know, there's many different ways what ifs can cripple your mentality and your emotional state. A lot of it is emotional based, but the we focus on the mental state because that's what's easiest. As addicts, the majority of us run away from our emotions because we were never taught how to deal with them, how to accept them. At this very moment in time, I'm not allowing what ifs to control me, but my emotions are getting the best of me. And that is very hard for me to deal with as a human being. Waking up and not knowing what you're supposed to do or where you're supposed to go or what purpose you have is something very hard to understand. Now, I know looking from an outward perspective onto who I am, I know I have many different purposes. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I am president of Juggalos in Recovery. I've got, I'm a grandson, I'm a brother. I've got all these hats that I've put on. But why? The big thing that I'm dealing with right now is why? What does the universe, what does God, what does the carnival, what is planned for me that I am not seeing? Not I've got over 9 years sober, and there's not very many times in my sobriety where I didn't know where I was going or what was next. And those parts are scary to me because I lack the control that I crave. And now I've gotten to the point to where everything is out of my control except for how I react to life. And if I decide to get my hopes up, if I decide to get stuck in a pity pot, if I decide to do anything that can jeopardize my emotional and mental state at this very moment, which, because of some personal things I'm dealing with, is very fragile, I will end up alienating every person who cares about me because that's what I do. The impact of what ifs, the impact of false hope on your mental and emotional state can also have a huge impact on your physical state as well. Not many people understand that when you are emotional or you're stressed or you're worried, the physical attributes that happen, your muscles tense up. Like, I've had this one muscle that's been killing me for over a week now. It's finally getting better. I can walk and sit and not be in excruciating pain. But my shoulders, apparently I've been stressed out, or my emotions have been stressing me out, or something's been stressing me out because I carry all my stress up here. And it's been tight as shit for the last couple days. It's time for me to do some meditation, self-reflection, because I'm sick of feeling the way I'm feeling. The what ifs, the false hope, the emotional health, the mental health, you have to turn it into self-care. You have to take care of yourself. And for a lot of people, addict or not, it's hard to do that because a lot of us have other responsibilities and we forget that we should be our number one priority. When I was in AA, I was taught that my sobriety should be my number one priority. Well, I went even further than that. My personal well being is my number one priority, and that includes my sobriety because there's no one else in this world who's going to take care of me except for me. That's all I got.
Just that Frank is right. Half the battle in life is just how you approach it, you know? Your perception creates the reality. If you go into it with a negative mindset closed off, you're gonna you've already decided it's bad before you even got there. And that closes you off to all the possibilities that, hey, maybe this could be different or better than you really think it is. Yeah, 100%.
Fuck regret. That's about it. 2 words. All the
Yeah,
cock
yeah.
talk.
Let me know when you're stopped. I have one off the bat.